Yo, 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 what's good, man? This your boy Hood, yo, right back at me with me for another super show. Blazing what? It's late in the day. But I want to talk about Kanye West and why he probably do need to be smoking one to get his brain in some kind of composed reality. And as we all probably have heard in the last few days, you got the guy coming out here saying he gay, saying he gave his cousin, you know what I mean, with his mouth. Obviously, he's spiraling out on the J people. He just going crazy. He was just on the Piers Morgan show and snapped off old dude. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you that part. Be click it. All right, this is probably the one that's the fastest one. That'll tell us what's going on. They got a nice little edit right here. So get back to y'all. I'm trying to close some of these other damn YouTube channels that's just sitting around. All right, here we go. If y'all on this one. So I'm gonna share it. Oh, here you go, yay, yay. Going crazy on Piers Morgan.
2 million followers. So you're one of the most followed.
You're not gonna take inches off my dick, bro. Like, how many followers do I have?
I thought it was 32 million. How many is it?
I mean, no, don't help them out. You know they.
I'm told it's 33 million now. So congratulations, bigger following than I thought.
No, I'm a gift, bro. Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? There's so much love in the art that I put out.
What do you respect?
So many,
what are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
Okay, now you're not taking accountability. No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay. Where's he gone, Sneaker?
That's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers. We have to admit this is somewhat entertaining. You know, it's
what's
not what I expected.
What's entertaining?
That was funny. That's undeniably walking off right into the beginning of an interview is funny.
So as you can see, your boy Kanye walked off the white dude show. That's viral. You got everybody going crazy.
You know, I'm a gift, bro. You know what I mean? Why do all you people in media act like you haven't played my songs at your weddings or graduations or at funerals or when your child was born? You know, you take somebody that's living like a Lennon, a Michael Jackson, and you just take all this time to just like that nuance right there. It's idiotic. It just shows the hate that you put out for people that put love. There's so much love in the art that I put out.
You respect? What are you talking about? I haven't said anything.
What are you talking about? It's dirty. Okay, now you're not taking accountability or responsibility.
You said that you implied I haven't played your music. Of course I played your music.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
Then Kanye walk off on his Let me check my audio real quick because I'm not sure if y'all are hearing me correctly. Let's see if it. Yo. I bet we got a game. So as you see, Kanye West is having a real problem with the Piers Morgans of the world. And they not really rocking with Kanye. They went on the show. And it's almost like by having it.
This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
And the head turn, man.
Yeah, that's it for Ye. But it's nice to meet you, Piers.
What would you do if you were him right now?
As you can see, Kanye West not taking it from the Piers Morgans of the world. He dipping on them dudes, man. I'm trying to see what else he got going on. As far as you already know what he got going on with the crazy shit. So let me pull it up. Kanye West. Shit, the whole funny word, cousin. Get going. I don't want to hear the song, but here he is saying, let's see what he got to go. Actually, you know what? We're going to play all two of them. Let's go. And I'm going to pause it because I got to get over there to y'all. We found our clip. Because I have so many pages open, I had to close them suckers. All right, so here we go with the share thing. Okay, add the stage. Is that what you do? No, you got it. Oh, damn, that did work. Gang. All right, boom. Hit it up like this.
Everybody in high school be like, yo, you acting like a fag. You acting like, dawg, you gay? I used to deal with that when I was in high school. By the time I was through high school, like anybody that was gay, I was like, yo, get away from me. I remember my cousin told me that another one of my cousins was gay. And at that point, it's kind of when the turning point where I was like, yo, this is my cousin. I love him. Like, I've been discriminating against gays. It's like, do I discriminate against my cousin? And then everything starts to click. You know, he brings his partner with him to like Thanksgiving and all that.
Boom. So you see, he dealing with it as if he wasn't like that, but obviously he had the old ghetto confession saying that he was. So we'll try to play that scene or a video next if I can find it. It will pop up. There it is right there.
Kanye.
You got to figure out what's dealing with
Kanye West saying that he gave his male cousin Brizane until he was 14 years old has sparked plenty of reactions, which should...
Kanye West
actually is saying White Lotus ain't got nothing on me.
Yes, he is very openly in a new song describing a incestuous relationship that he says he had with a male cousin when they were teenagers. The song that he dropped today is called Cousins. Now, we're going to play a little bit of it for you. There's a whole explanation of how this relationship started, but this is what he's claiming. And again, we're used to hearing outrageous things from Kanye.
In other words, translation, we don't know what's true and what isn't.
Right, but here's what he's saying in the song.
Hanging with my cousin, reading dirty magazines. We seem to and we ain't know what that means. Then we start reenacting everything that we have seen. That's when I get my cousin.
Well, you can kind of figure that out.
Yeah.
So, look.
Guys, we're just going to stay out of this one.
Okay, now as you can see, if anybody making videos like that, they really got some fucking issues going on.
Kanye West saying that he gave his male cousin Brizane until he was 14 years old has sparked plenty of reactions, which shouldn't surprise anyone. One person who reacted is 50 Cent, who said Ye's admission is way too much for him. Here's what Yeezy tweeted yesterday. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for bodying a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I ducked my cousin sick till I was 14. Tweet sent. 50 not only commented on Ye's tweet, he reacted to the New York Knicks losing to the Detroit Pistons last night in the NBA playoffs and Pope Francis passing away. F today, man, wrote 50.
So you can see Kanye got some real mental issues going on, man, when it comes to him and his cousin. It seemed like the boy is not lying. We don't know nobody's personal life. Nobody knows nobody's personal life, what you do or what you did when you was growing up, when you was getting older. Nobody really know nothing about nobody other than what you tell them. So is Kanye West like that? Did he do that? Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? And all this stuff. And then why would he come out with that? See, the real dilemma is that Kanye West got 4 children. And these kids are one day going to grow up. And whoever is watching this video playback, you can always remember when you was a kid yourself and somebody was probably bullying you, saying some foul shit, talking about you, talking about your family. And you trying to figure out what to say back. Like, how do I get back at this person? What do I say to this person to make them, you know what I'm saying, understand, don't play with me, or I could get you, you know what I'm saying? So now you got 4 kids. They rich. They probably won't be around too many people that'll be really foul with them. But then they do have that celebrity status. Your kids do. So now you got people all around the world being able to say to them all this foulness about their father, which is like the head of the household, regardless if the mother and the father is together or friends. You know what I'm saying? Your father ducked my sick. I mean, your father ducked his cousin sick, and he did completely off beat. Like, what the heck? people chanting it in the room. Like one of his kids want to be a singer or something like that in the future, and now you got all these people saying negative, foul stuff about your father, who basically raised you, who you basically love. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't think the guys really think that deep into it. You know what I'm saying? I think that the hunger for being a celebrity, the hunger for staying on top, the hunger for keeping your name in the limelight, that's more important. And I think that they probably believe that when their kids get a certain age, they'll be able to tell them, like, look around, look at these mansions, look at what the fuck we bought. I was able to purchase all this shit because of how much I was in the media and how I use the media to my advantage. And sometimes you got to say shit and do shit that might not be your quality as a person. But look what the fuck we gained. Now, y'all got generational wealth, and I took the chances. I took the hard, you know what I'm saying, blow back in the day. No pun intended. And he actually was able to be successful because now you're talking about $1 billion. He's able to have contracts and deals with people like Adidas and all these brands. He got commercials coming on during the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They selling his products in different countries and shit like that. You get to a level of success where you be like, I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye West's first song came out like, what, 2002 or something like that. Here it is, 2025. That's 23 years. And in a lot of ways, you probably wouldn't be a celebrity still, especially in the game you came in. You know what I'm saying? 23 years later. You could think about all the people from Motown or any other person from the 80s, the Luther Vandross, New Editions, whoever. They're not going to last 20, 30 years. So with the internet and all that stuff around, you got more people that's going to probably take chances and do stuff that's going to try to keep their name still in the game because it's going to be back to regular life. And I ain't saying regular life where you can't travel, fly, you got to get a job. But regular life meaning that you're not going to be on TV. You have to get busy doing something else with your life, whether it's running some company, being a CEO of some liquor company, whatever the fuck you decide to do, but it won't be in media. So by being salacious and like over the top and being like a shock jock kind of thinking motherfucker, you're going to keep yourself in the game. You're going to keep your name ringing. You're going to keep people talking about you and having a conversation with you in mind because this is what you decided to do. And motherfuckers fuck with you, especially your fan base. It's going to be hard to leave somebody alone, especially if they kept themselves consistent because your audience is going to grow and your audience is going to grow with you. And then there'll be new audiences that come around and might want to be a part of your brand or watching what you do. So somebody like, yeah, he worked hard to get to where he at and he don't want to give it up. You know, that's why you would go and get a girl pregnant who is just as famous as you. And then regardless if you see her again ever in life, your kids is in the lap of luxury. And when they get a certain age, they're going to come find you. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to want to turn that down. You know, and then saying outlandish shit like I'm this or I'm that or I did this to my cousin. There's no proof of none of this shit. Nobody will prove it or see it. And then to me, it's like, I don't necessarily believe it because when you was running with the rappers like the State Property or Cameron and them, or, you know what I'm saying, anybody, Dame and them, this stuff was dormant. He wasn't talking like that. He wasn't coming out the way like that, busting out the closet like that. He kept that shit quiet. So then it kind of begs the question, like, did he actually do that shit? Or is he really like that? Or was he just on some trying to keep his name in the game? Because he wasn't talking like that shit around them. In the 2000s, early years, he wasn't talking like that. So that don't mean it ain't true, but it just didn't hear that coming out his face. He wasn't speaking on that kind of shit. So, you know, I don't know if it's true. I do know that they say he's spiraling out of control. You saw him on Academic Show with the KKK outfit. What is it like to be a celebrity at that level? What is it like to be a super millionaire? What is it like to have a mental issue? Maybe you using drugs. I think he said he was addicted to some kind of drug that give you Noxy, some shit. Like if you go to the dentist, I don't know if it's the laughing gas or whatever it is, but they give you some shit at the dentist, and he was dealing with that. I guess he had a toothache, whatever he was at the dentist for, and he got addicted to it. So now he said he was trying to sue his lawyer. Sue his dentist for getting him addicted to some shit called Noxide or whatever the fuck it was. But the whole point I'm saying is that he always got a different, every day something else popping, something else going crazy. And you would think like, shit, if I had $1 billion, nigga, I'm about to sit back. I'm gonna go buy the shit I want. I have my spots. I can travel to my little locations. This is my crib here. This is my crib there. This is my crib there. And I'm flipping the boom, boom, boom. All my shit is at each spot, and I'm living. But we don't know the psychology of what them guys got to do, how fast their schedules are, and how much sleep they get. You know what I'm saying? How important it is to keep your name in the industry or in the limelight, so you can stay at some level or status or contract that you probably told some people. Hey, they probably told you, hey, if your level of contract, if your name get to below this number, then that's going to probably automatically cancel our contract with you. You just don't know what a person is doing to try to keep their name in the game. But we do see him acting out and saying anything and killing contracts and not really giving a fuck. He out there dissing Jay-Z to what his kids is the R word, you know what I'm saying, messed up out in the game. And, you know, first he was saying he wanted to be down with Jay. Like he was trying to do everything to be in Jay's face or be around Jay. He wanted their kids to play together, but Jay wasn't happening. So now a few years they went by, and that little feeling of where you been and turned to anger. Now he like F you and your kids and blah, 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 and going at Jay and all this. So you could basically see he's killed that relationship forever. Because why would you be coming at somebody's kids and shit like that? That ain't even got nothing to do with you if they kids, the R word or any of that. Like, you know, why you care? But that's a hater friend. And then he's supposed to be a mental, I say what I want to say. I'm going through all this pain because my mother died and it's everything like that. And people do deal with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My brother died about 15 years ago. I'm still thinking about him all the time. Just dealing with what that was, having a big brother and all that shit. So I understand. I imagine if that was mom, that's going to really have you tweaked out. Mom is everything. You know what I'm saying? So I hope the brother could get his mind together. And I don't know if doing music is the right thing because you heard the song he got about his cousin. It's like some really wicked minded shit, even if it's a lie. It's like some real wicked shit to be saying to the world. Because again, you got kids, man. Why would you want your kids to be like you? You be ducking people 6. That ain't even nice. That ain't even something that you should be playing with as far as your legacy and your name going, your kids carrying on your legacy and shit like that. It's like, who want that to be their legacy? The kids are too young to even understand something like that at this point. But it's horrible. It's really horrific. It's really horrific because you almost have to say money. It has two stains on it. It's the money of your rich life, giving you everything you want, but then it's also the money of your mind and your brain deteriorating because you don't have everybody you want. Imagine he was a single kid, so it was just him and his mother. So how many people can replace your mother? If it was just you and your mother your whole life, you know, you like a whale in a humpback whale in the ocean. You just be with your mom. You never get by her side your entire life. So then she passed away. It's just you. And so who could fulfill that? How many goddamn fish is in the ocean? And none of them fish gonna be able to swim next to you like your mother was. So it's the same thing like on Earth. Like mom can't be fulfilled. She can't be replaced. Can't no relationship replace it. Can't no girl mama replace it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, what can come into the part. And then if you got all the money in the world, that will make a lot of people think that this will make me whole. But all the money in the world, you can't buy another mother. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a clone. You can't, you know, it's these things that's realities that you can't ever deal with. So you have to have strength. You have to have coping skills. You have to have probably some religion, some great constitution in yourself to get through something like that. But we can see he don't have it. He got the mental issue. He might be bipolar. He might be a bunch of other damn names that white people call you. And he ain't able to just get on. You know, when you ain't got a whole lot of money, you might get you a drink. You might get you some weed or whatever drug you use, and you get through the night. You know what I'm saying? You get on to the next day, or you get on to the next job, or you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? But when you jumping out, you know, at your job saying, I'm finna go inside Mr. Johnson's office, I'm stealing his wallet and I'm stealing his goddamn keys. All open like that. People gonna be in there like, hey, did you hear him? What the hell wrong? So that's what Kanye doing. He's screaming out to everybody. Oh, I'm gay, I'm this. He's just screaming it out to everybody. I need help. But can't nobody help you because you know, the law is you gotta be self-committed. Can't nobody really commit you to some mental institution or get you mental health unless you want it after you turn 21. That's the law in almost every one of these states. So you have to want to do it yourself, and can't nobody commit you. And if they do, or if they can, or if they could convince the people to put you in there, they can only hold you up to 3 days. They can't hold you past that legally. So you'll be back on the streets. And the person who did that to you, you could be mad at them or whatever, retaliate however you want, because they can't keep you legally past that time. So it's like nobody can force you to go get help for your mind. And that's just really what that turned out. So money can't fix it. You know, going to the cemetery, standing next to your mother's box or plot, that ain't gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? Having a new relationship, girlfriends, marrying 5 different chicks, that ain't gonna fix it. He probably just needed to sit back and get up out the limelight for a minute and just let everything calm down. Because if you've been rocking and rolling for 23 years as a celebrity, We ain't even talking about the time it took for you to try to get to fucking make it, and then you on, and now whatever came along the way since you've been on, you ain't probably had a chance to sit back and just take it in and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna get to y'all with another subject matter because they just let some cops off that killed the brother Tyree Nichol, and I'm gonna talk about that. So like and subscribe. Peace.